Hello students, how are you? Hope you're all fine. Just take good care of yourself, okay? Now, you must have got the note from your class teacher that Monday is your physics test, right? Chapter 4, refraction at plane surfaces is coming. Students, please prepare very well for the test, okay? Fine. As far as fourth chapter is concerned, half of the part we did it in the school itself, right? Proper classes were there, and the rest of the part we have done through online teaching. Students go through all the content, whether it's the video, the PPT, whatever we have shared the content with you, all must be prepared properly, right? Without any doubts, all the content must be prepared very well by you all. Okay, then ray diagrams are there in 4C exercise. Go through that. Fine. A also it is there. Prepare the ray diagrams part very clearly. Fine student, numericals also you must practice, and I want good results in the test. Now in the last class I gave you numericals, first 5 numericals as homework, right? Now today we are going to continue with 6 numerical. I'm sharing with you all this, the solution of the same, the first few questions. Okay, you are supposed to do it self. Check your solutions. If there is any mistake that you have done, must correct the same. Okay, fine. Now we're going to continue with 6 numericals. See students, look into your books. Question number 6 is, a man standing 48 meter away from a wall fires a gun. A man standing 48 meter. So what's the distance? 48 meter. Very good. Okay, fires a gun. Calculate the time after which an echo is heard. What's the formula? V is equal to 2d upon t. V velocity is 2d upon t. So the time taken becomes, yes, time taken becomes 2d upon velocity. Distance is 48 and the speed is given 320 meter per second in the numerical itself, right? Substitute the values and what do you get as the answer is 0.3 seconds. Let's move to the next solution. Question number 7. A ship on the surface of water sends a signal and receives it back. What does it mean, receives it back? Yes, receives it back means echo will be heard. Calculate the distance of the submarine from the ship. So here the time taken is given to you as 4, right? Time is given as 4 and the speed of sound is given 1450 in the question. Right students? Again, speed is equal to velocity v equals to 2d upon t is the formula. So for distance, what do you get as the formula? Firstly 2d will calculate velocity into time and then distance comes out equal to velocity into time upon 2. So put the values. This is the velocity, this is the time, 4 second upon 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 into 1450 comes out 2900 meter. Now either you write the answer in 2900 meter, that is also absolutely correct, or if you convert it into kilometers, that means upon 1000, so 2.9 kilometer. Both are absolutely correct. Okay, so no confusion in that. In your book it's given 2.9 kilometers, so you can convert it also, but you can leave it up till this also. Fine. Question number 8. A pendulum has a frequency of 5 vibrations per second. Student, very important line. 5 vibration per second. That means if in per second means per means 1, in percentage you must have studied in junior classes. Per is per 1, right? Yes. So out of that is, so 5 vibrations per by a pendulum in 1 second. Okay. So the question says that how many vibrations? Yes, he hears the echo from the cliff after 8 vibrations. So for 5 vibrations the time is 1 second. So for 1 vibration the time will be 1 by 5, my dear students. 5 vibrations are taking 1 second time. So 1 vibration will take how much time? 1/5 of that, 1 by 5 second. So for 8 such vibration the time here, please pay attention, for 8 such vibration unitary method the time becomes 8 by 5, and 8 by 5 means 5 ones are 5, 5 6 are 30, so 1.6 second. So here this is the only thing that you need to take care of, that the time taken will be calculated using this concept. Once you get the time, the formula is v equals to 2d upon t. Velocity is given in the numerical. If the velocity of speed is the velocity of sound in air is 340 meter per second, 340 meter per second, find the distance between the cliff and the observer. Yes, so 340 is the velocity, time taken is 1.6. Substitute the values that are given. Yes, 2d comes out 340 into 1.6. Just now I've told you in this formula, distance is equal to v into t upon 2. So V into D, 340 into 1.6 upon 2, which comes out on calculating 272 meter. Clear, student, this part? Now let's move to the next question, question number 9. Yes, students, question number 9 says, a person standing between two vertical cliffs produces a sound. Between two cliffs, the person is standing and he produces a sound. Two successive echoes are heard, 4 seconds and 6 seconds. So what is the time? Yes, for two echoes, for first one it is 4 seconds is the time, and for second echo to be heard the time is 6 seconds. Now can we calculate the distance for these two sounds that are heard after 4 and 6 seconds? Yes. What's the formula? Distance equals to, again, velocity into time upon 2. All the three numericals, same formula. Okay. So there should not be any confusion, and hardly it will take 10 minutes of yours. So just wind it up, complete the 7A part, and then prepare well for the CT, for the test that you have. Okay. So it is distance, first distance comes out what? Same speed, 320 into 4 upon 2. Why 4? Because firstly the time taken T1 is 4. So we get 640 meter as the distance one. Similarly, distance 2, what's the formula? V into T upon 2. So 320 into 6. Yes, the time was 6 here. So calculated, it comes out 960. So this is the distance of first cliff from the person, and this is the distance of second cliff. So what is the distance between the two cliffs? That means sum of the two. Okay, so add the two, what do we get? 1600 meter as the distance between the two cliffs. Hint is given in the question, exactly same way it is that we are taking. 10 and 11, your homework is your homework, students. Do it self. Question number 10 and question number 11, homework it is. Question number 12, now this is already done in book, but still I am explaining you. No need to do up till 11, you have to complete the last numerical in your registers. Okay. 12th I am explaining you. Find below, figure below shows the distance displacement graph of waves A and B. A is represented, student, my dear students, pay attention, with blue color, and B is represented with black color, right? So you can differentiate, you can understand the two, right? Now if you remember all the terms when I was explaining you in the 7 explanation part, I told you amplitude is what? We have to compare the amplitude. So what's the amplitude? The maximum displacement from the mean position. Mean position is this 0 axis, this horizontal line, right? So from here, of the wave A, of the first wave A, how much is the displacement? Can you see this distance? It is 10. How much is this distance? 10 of wave A. Similarly, let's proceed for B wave. What is the maximum displacement from the mean position if I talk about? It is 5 meter. So what is the ratio of amplitude? 10 ratio 5, and in lowest terms 2 ratio 1. Clear, students? Amplitude is the maximum displacement from the mean position. That means this vertical height of the wave. Okay. Next is the wavelength. Now wavelength means what? The distance between two consecutive crust or trough, we can say, or for one wave complete the length of one. So let me see this. A wave, what is it? Yes, it is 8. It is 8 is the value, 8 centimeter, right? Centimeter it is given here. So for A, it is one wave complete in, what's the distance covered? 8 centimeter. Now for B wave, check it. One complete, one crust, one trough. Remember, student, I have told you very clearly, one wave means one crust, one trough. Look at the arrow the way it is moving. One crust, one trough. Okay. And if I talk about B, this is one crust and this is the trough. That means 16 centimeter is the total length of the wave. So what is the ratio? 8 for A wave and 16 for the other. So 8 upon 16, that is 1 upon 2. So the ratio comes out 1:2. Not to be done 12th question, but you need to know because it is an important question of the exercise. Not to be done in research, just for understanding it is there. It might be there in your exam. So just prepare it. Okay. So dear students, I wind up the class here today. Dear students, complete all the numericals of exercise 7A and prepare chapter 4 for Monday test. Very, very important. There should not be any confusion, and I want excellent results. Fine. This is really very, very important. I want to see how much you people are actually doing side by side. Fine. So thank you for the class. This was all for today. All the best for your test.